unbreakable. I always thought that I was unbreakable, special. I could take on any task or obstacle that came my way. Any test, I could pass it, easy A, 100%. Any assignment, I could do it 10 times better than what was actually required. Any piece, any essay, any project, any task, I could do it. And I could do it well. Straight A student on the path to success, reaching and grasping at the sparkling tips of every star sitting in the sky. I was going to be a star, an artist, a rock star. I had big dreams and nothing was going to get in my way. High school is an infamous moment in almost every student's life. I was going to be a high schooler, and I was going to do it well. Freshman year, new school, new start, new me. I got good grades for the most part, and like every other student I struggled, but it was manageable, right? Sophomore year rolled around and there I was, ready to take on any task that came my way. It started out all right, but that's when it started to happen. F's. 62%, 52%, 43%, 14% personal record. I was failing, and I was failing hard. I even dropped out of my only honors class halfway through the school year. Those dreams that I had as a child felt like they were slowly slipping through the crevices, melting and dripping down my fingertips. I could no longer reach for those stars that I would cast dreamy eyes upon as a child. Junior year. Probably one of the worst years of my life, and the worst grades, and the most reckless decisions. I didn't feel like a star. I didn't feel like a good student or a good daughter. I didn't feel worth it. I did not feel unbreakable. I remember driving. It was late. I was going down 95th. It was probably around 9:30. I was coming back from a friend's house. And I remember stopping at a red light and seeing 3 new notifications pop up on my phone. 0 out of 20 on math assignment. Can't wait to explain that one to my parents. The drive home was unbearable. It felt empty and devoid, and I knew what was coming. I had been running from my parents, running from my friends, from school, from grades, from my feelings. I forced anything that wasn't happiness down, and I forced myself to forget the weight of all the things that I was doing wrong. And when I got home, I didn't want to get out of the car. Part of me wanted to rev up the engine and drive off the face of the planet, never to be seen again. I remember stepping into the house and the desolate feeling that engulfed me. It was like stepping back into reality. A reality that I wasn't ready to face. Hey, Zoya, explain these missing assignments. I'm sorry, Dad. I'm trying my best. That night, I felt a feeling that I will never forget. I would wither and wince in pain. I felt breakable. And I didn't like it. I wasn't supposed to be breakable. I was supposed to be a good student who got good grades and made the right choices and knew what they were doing, but there I was, lying on the bathroom floor, pretty dramatic, right? Wallowing away in my misery. Misery. That's what I felt. A feeling that ate its way into my stomach, building what felt like a permanent home, constantly toying with the strings in my brain, crushing me. The days would go by and time started to melt together, and I no longer registered what was going on around me. I felt more than breakable, and as edgy as this may sound, I felt broken. Broken beyond repair. I couldn't even recognize the pieces of me scattered across the floor. And as the days would pass, I started to slowly forget who I was. I still remember my father's words. They stuck to me like glue, implanted into my brain forever. I miss my little girl. Don't worry, we'll get her back. I don't know what it was, but hearing those words snake out of my father's mouth made me angry. You miss your little girl? Well, guess what? She's never coming back. I remember that night. I lie awake staring emptily at the ceiling. I had created this false reality where there were no limits. No grades, no school, no parents, no nothing. I could do whatever I wanted, and everything that was happening around me didn't matter. That wasn't the real world now, was it? I miss my little girl. Those words, they echoed over and over. I miss my little girl. Well, guess what? I told you, she's never coming back. I miss my little girl. I miss her too. I miss her smile and I miss her drive. I miss her will and her motivation. I miss her ability to overachieve and do whatever makes her happy. I miss her ability to always let the real her shine through. The real me. It was time to get her back. Self-love. I had to teach myself how to love me again, even if I thought the new breakable me wasn't lovable. I had to learn how to pick up the pieces and put them back together, except this time I wasn't trying to get the old me back. I was learning to love and accept the new me and grow. I was accepting what it was like to be breakable. And being breakable is okay.